Hello there, this is the Shadow Ranger, and this is my review of NWA Championship Wrestling from Hollywood for January 21st, 2011. We started the show off with Famous B versus Cedric the Hitman. This was a very nice opening match. Famous B showed off a lot of agility in this match, but I do think there may have been a bit too much. However, the flashy moves fit with his gimmick, so I kind of get why they did it. Here, check out a few highlights in the match.
That's how he's going to get up in the air, like this, like that. Now, come on, Cedric. Oh! Wow.
Now, if I'm Cedric the Hitman, I'm going to try and close the gap. If you create distance with Famous B, you're in trouble because the man can move. Attempted standing variation of the Japanese arm drag there by Famous B.
Oh!
He is so fast. Once he gets that momentum rolling, Stu, hard to stop.
Hard to stop indeed. Oh, look at this. Famous B is looking unbelievable here.
Right at home here in Hollywood, hails from Beverly Hills.
I mean, think about that. You're in Hollywood.
All right, well, that's one man's opinion. Look at this beautiful spin kick there by Famous B.
It's not someone that you wanted to take your eye off the ball with. Here's a high impact move Cedric's setting up for here. What's going to happen here?
Might be looking guillotine leg drop. Yes! Hangs him out to dry, turns him inside out.
He shouldn't be showboating to the fans. Jeez.
Misdirection play there and went downstairs instead of upstairs now. Again, the balance.
Wow!
No! Unbelievable flashing lights. And Cedric the Hitman, well, he's getting a good view of the lights here in the Showcase Theater. Is that going to do it? Oh, unbelievable presence of mind by the Hitman. Foot on the ropes.
B hits a nice super kick, trying to get the win, but Cedric decides it's time for this match to end a little early. Check it out.
Give it back to him, Famous B.
Referee calls for the bell. Obviously a blatant disqualification.
Unbelievable.
I hate to see that. Two guys putting on a hell of a contest like that.
Unbelievable.
Bell is sounded. This one is over. And again, gentlemen,
you're just another victim.
Tell him how it is, Cedric.
oh, hold on. No, he's measuring him here. He's measuring Famous B. He's already been disqualified. He has no regards for the rules, no regard for his opponent's health and welfare.
Wait a minute!
Hold on, it's Andrew Hellman again. They have a lot of history, gentlemen.
What is he doing in there?
He's the one man in the back that knows a lot about that briefcase.
Shiny Man promo again. I like the Shiny Guy's promo. Next up, we get a few words with Joey Ryan talking about next week's title match against Adam Pearce.
Lights, cameras, action. Adam Pearce, here I am. You see, Adam, you've been ducking and dodging me. You sent Peter Avalon, you sent Joey Chaos after me, and all that did was buy you time. And maybe you got a few extra paychecks defending that belt around the world, but your time is up. As far as Avalon and Chaos go, my boy Willie Mack and I, we took care of them. And as far as I'm concerned, their 15 minutes of fame is up. And Adam, in 7 days, 7 short days, I will be the NWA World's Heavyweight Champion. How's that feel, Adam? How do you sleep at night, knowing that in 1 week, there's going to be a space empty on your trophy shelf? How does that feel, Adam, to know that you're going to lose to the man with rock star charisma and movie star good looks? Adam, please, please, please tell me, how does that make you feel? You see, Adam, I'm a nice guy. I'm talented, I'm creative, I'm an artist. So what I've done is I've written you a song dedicated to the memory of your title reign. You see, and I'm gonna play it on my very fashionable piano right here. Me, 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 me. You ready? Bing, bing, bing. Adam, you're going to lose your title.
I don't really like hearing Joey Ryan talk. I've said before, it's just something about him that just kind of off with me. I haven't been able to. I think it's still more that he's a baby face, but he seems to talk and act and look like a heel, so it's kind of throwing me off. But afterwards, we got a very nice sit-down interview with the World Heavyweight Champion, Scrap Iron Adam Pearce, which I liked very much. Here, check that out.
What do you want me to tell you about Colt Cabana? Here's a guy who, for weeks on end, pines for the adulation of the people. Talks about how it's his goal, his dream to become the world's heavyweight champion. Gets an opportunity, not his first, mind you, but gets his opportunity. And didn't quite go down the way he would have liked it. See, the problem with Cabana is he relies too much on other people. Listen to the people. He has to hear them chirping in his ear and chanting his name and calling him boom boom and this and that. And where did it end up? He ended up in a hospital. And if he comes back sniffing again, that's where he'll end up again. That's Cabana's problem, the fans. As I already said, when you rely too much on people having to pump you up to give you the motivation to get your job done, you're one step behind the game. And Colt Cabana realized that firsthand. Anytime you have to go to the hospital and look in the mirror and realize that you can actually place the blame for that on the fans, you might want to think about what you're doing. The National Wrestling Alliance Board of Directors, for whatever reason, decided that it was appropriate to give the fans matchmaking power for World Championship matches. Allowed the fans voting, the fan voting, to play a role in what kind of match that Cabana and I were put in. And ultimately, what'd they choose? Street fight. Where did I grow up? Grew up in Chicago. Not on the right side of the tracks like Cabana did, so I was accustomed to street fights. Simply, the fans put me where I was most comfortable and where Cabana was most at danger. So as I said 100 times, Cabana, you want to blame somebody, blame your precious fans, because, brother, your blood is on their hands. Nick Madrid. Nick Madrid is the quintessential story of one dog having one day in his life. I gave Colt Cabana 7 days to recuperate from the beating that I put on him. Allowed him to recuperate and lay in a hospital and think about it for 7 days, and ultimately Colt Cabana decided that he wasn't man enough to return and finish the fight. Being the fighting champion that I am, I stepped to the plate and said, I'm here. The fans want to see it. The NWA wants to see it. Nick Madrid, I'll say one thing for you. You got a ton of guts, kid. You stepped up. And now, for eternity, you can look at yourself in the mirror and know that on one day, in one moment, Nick Madrid, for one instant, you might have been better than me. You got lucky. Don't think I'm not watching Nick Madrid. Nick Madrid's got a lot on his plate now. He opened up a lot of eyes. And when the eyes of the standard are on you, you got a whole lot to worry about. And I appreciate you bringing up Nick Madrid, by the way. You asked me for interview time, and now you want to sit here and ask me why it's taken so long for Joey Ryan to get his title match. What am I? Am I the booker? Am I the matchmaker of the National Wrestling Alliance? Joey Ryan, like Nick Madrid, scored a fluke pinfall, and it's not my responsibility to make sure that that's followed up on in 10 minutes. I know we live in a microwave fast food society, but Joey Ryan, if I've been paying attention, has had other things on his plate, namely Pretty Peter Avalon, namely The Rock Superstar Chaos. Joey Ryan's had to worry about those things. So I know I've heard fans chirping that Joey Ryan scored a pinfall over the world champion in a tag team contest and never got a follow-up, never got that world title opportunity. That's not my problem. And I don't appreciate being questioned about why it's taken so long for Joey Ryan to get his title match. You need to be sniffing up the tree of David Marquez, Bob Trowbridge of Charlotte, North Carolina. They have all the power in the NWA. I'm simply the best. So when Joey Ryan comes, if it's in 7 days, 7 hours, 7 months, I don't care when. It just so happens it's next week. So Joey Ryan, I hope you've taken this long amount of time that you've had to prepare. And I hope you walk into the building, and I hope you understand what you got in front of you. And in case you don't, rewind on your TiVo a few weeks and look at what happened to Colt Boom Boom Cabana.
Next up, we have the new Heritage Tag Team Champions, Shawn Ricker and Brian Cage, natural selection. To save time, I'm not going to show the promo, but just the gist of it is they are putting out an open challenge to defend their titles tonight. However, the challenge is open to every team except the Rock Nest Monsters. Next up, we have Rico Dynamite versus Manimal. No Willie Mack on the show this week, but we got Manimal. No Adam Pearce match, but we got Manimal. Colt Cabana still in the hospital, but hey, no need to worry. We got you covered. We got the Manimal. The Manimal in his rug as ring attire, his bare feet, his freaking beard, and his bone club thing he chews on. Rico Dynamite got the win. We also learned after the match that Rico's busty fan is back, and she introduces herself to him. Check out what happened.
And
What is your name? Sylvia. Sylvia. I see. If you want to have a good time, quiet in just a second. You can scream later if you come to the back.
So we've learned her name is Sylvia, and she's apparently Rico Dynamite's #1 fan. All of this going on during the commercial break. Who knows where this is going to go, fans? Let's take it back up to Todd Kenley.
Next up, we hear from Scorpio Sky. He is accepting the challenge of Austin Aries.
Johnny LaQuasto backstage here with Scorpio Sky. Scorpio, everyone just saw the footage of you defeating Austin Aries. Guess what? A-Double, the greatest man in the world, says it was a fluke. He has challenged you in 2 weeks. What are your thoughts?
You see that footage?
I did.
Did it look like a fluke to you?
Didn't look like a fluke to me, and I don't think any NWA fans think it's a fluke, but obviously A-Double thinking differently.
Didn't look like a fluke to me. I don't think it looked like a fluke to many people, judging by when I'm in my gym, when I'm at my favorite restaurant, when I'm out in the town here in Hollywood, and everyone's coming up to me saying, Scorpio Sky, you did it. You made it happen. I've been waiting years for someone to finally shut Austin Aries' mouth. And I did it. 1, 2, 3. That's not a fluke. That's a victory.
The question is, are you going to accept his challenge in 2 weeks?
You know, at first, I was going to reject that challenge because I'm working my way towards a title shot. So what am I going to gain by beating him again, except another winner's victory side of the purse, if you know what I'm saying. But I want to make a statement. See, because Austin Aries, even in defeat, you disrespected me. You had me down, 1, 2, pulled my head up. And I bet that moment has been eating you alive. So again, I am going to make a statement. So I accept your challenge, and I will see you in the ring in Hollywood, California. And I ask you this, if you're ready, let's get it on.
You just heard it from Scorpio Sky. In 2 weeks on NWA Championship Wrestling, Aries versus Sky. It is official. The Lethal Ladies are in action up next.
After that, we get a women's match. Lucky O'Shea with her little brother Mikey versus Buggy. Buggy 2 weeks in a row. Very nice. Little cutie. I like Buggy. This match was very fun to watch, and I really like both of these women. Want to see more of them in the future. Probably not against each other as much, but I like Buggy, and I want to see more of Buggy. I ask again, is there a women's championship that's going to be defended on this show anywhere? I mean, I've seen a few female wrestlers, but I don't recall anybody mentioning anything about a women's championship. So I know the NWA has a women's championship, or at least at some point they did. So is that ever going to be on this show? If anybody in NWA happens to see this video, could you just drop me a message and let me know how that works out? The match was okay, and Lucky had her little brother Mikey interfering for her. However, he tries interfering one too many times, much to his big sister's dismay. Check out what happened.
That's a distraction.
Now, once again,
Mikey. No, Mikey!
He trips the rock girl.
Gotta be kidding me. I don't think the official's gonna stand for too much of that. He's saying he's gonna ring the bell. Hold on now, but Lucky was distracted. Roll through with the bridge. Buddy picks up her second consecutive victory.
Buddy's 2-0.
We come back, and it's main event time. We find out who has accepted the open challenge of natural selection, and it has been accepted by the team of Slim and Skull Crusher Rashi Brown. So we got ourselves a tag team title match to close the show. This match was okay. It didn't really have a winner, and you'll see why in just a moment. But I'm liking natural selection more and more. They really pull off the arrogant prick heel theme very well, and I really like them. Every time I see them, I like them more, and I want to see another match between them and the Rottenness Monsters, because I've seen 2 Rottenness Monsters versus Natural Selection matches, and both times I really liked them, and I'd like to see a third. Rashi Brown looked like the powerhouse that he is, and same way he does in every match. Slim still doesn't do it for me. I was really hoping that this thing with the Tribe was over so Rashi would go back to doing singles matches, but instead we got this.
The Tribe is out.
The Tribe working over Rashi Brown and in the ring. Oh, kick to the face.
Back inside. You mentioned, you said it. Drop kick. Caught him right on the button.
Look at what's going on the outside and the inside. Look at what.
No way. There's no way he's going to get the big man up here. I don't think I can't believe it.
Wow.
What power. Deselection by the champions. Center of the ring. Hook of the leg. Successful title defense.
Well, give the assist to the Tribe.
Tribe was mentioned by Natural Selection before. And now the Tribe, of course, they have a well-documented history with Brown and Slim. And
appears to be a peace treaty between Natural Selection and the Tribe here.
Looks to be just that so far, yes. Having themselves a powwow. Emphasis on the powwow. They are really taking. Hold on!
Hey, no, wait a minute!
Watch this!
He specifically said no Rottenness Monsters. What are they doing here?
Well, he specifically said no Rottenness Monsters in terms of a title defense. Didn't say anything about them coming out and doing the right thing and trying to even the score, which is exactly what the Rottenness Monsters do.
Doing a little housekeeping, cleaning the ring of all the filth that was just in there. This is what you love to see. You gotta be here live to experience the reaction that these kids get. The Rottenness Monsters, the crowd just loves these guys. Boy, they got their eyes on getting their titles back.
Wow, the tag team division here eating up. The Rottenness Monsters, the former champions, looking like they've gone for their continue.
Overall, this was an okay episode of NWA from Hollywood. I like seeing Famous B again. Like I said, I wasn't so big on him before, but after that match he had a few weeks ago, he really won me over, and I like seeing him again in this match. Want to see this shiny dude a little more. Looking forward to the world title match next week. I'm wondering if Colt Cabana's going to show up. I'd like to see what happens with Rico Dynamite and his busty fan. I like the Scorpio Sky Austin Aries match we had a couple weeks ago was pretty good, and I want to see if the next one is as good. I'd like to see more of Buggy. And I'm wondering who's going to be the next to challenge Natural Selection for the title, since they don't want to face the Rottenness Monsters again. But overall, plenty of stuff that was good on this show. As always, plenty that's going to keep me coming back to watch next week. I hope you will check out the show too. As always, the link is in the description box, so hop over to the NWA from Hollywood website and check out this episode. I think you'll really enjoy it. That's all for me today. This is the Shadow Ranger. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.